So, you want to hear some bullshit about GameStop that I'm not supposed to talk about until the 23rd? They're raising the price of the Pro membership to $25 a year. Yes, I'm... Can't wait till so these jobs I've been applying to actually call me back. That's the hope. But I can't stay on unemployment for too long because that's 40% of what I make, and that's gonna be barely enough to cover everything. I forgot that they were making a dub of Oshi No Ko. Now I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it. Fucking dub. I'm four episodes behind. I planned on binging them today after dinner. But that for every day since I got told I'm getting fired has been get up, put in applications, go to work, put in applications, come home, put in applications, go to bed. I'm not gonna lie, I would freak out like that. That's honestly surprising. That's right. But think of all the money they're making with the on-demand streaming. I'm sorry. My sarcasm tends to bleed into my normal speaking voice. Yeah.
Welcome to Anime Church. Apparently you've been heard this whole time. I did not mute the Discord, so that's fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Anime Church, the only church where not only is cosplay okay, but it is not only is cosplay okay, but it is recommended. It is encouraged. I thought I muted Discord. Apparently I did not. That's so sad.
It happens.
It does. It does. So yeah, we can be, it can be heard. That's so sage. So sage.
Which means they heard
I sometimes
what we
read
said about
online,
Moon.
light novels. Anyone on this stream read Koitin? Okay, I might be hosting a panel at Animation this year. I have a cousin that cosplays. Nice. Cosplays Erd. That's dope. We were just looking over last minute stuff. It seems that the box office has not been tabulated for Mario Brothers this weekend fully. It's still in 5th place. We're wondering if it's going to get up to 4th place and knock Incredibles 2 out of 4th place, and if Mario Brothers is going to take 4th place. Keep in mind that Mario Brothers is both in theaters and in video on demand, so we'll see how that situation goes. We do have that stuff going on. Also, one other thing. Welcome to Anime Church, the only church where you could be Satan's little pog champ. Yeah. Yeah. That is a thing. The only church where we bless the unholy union. Oh, hang on. Something happened in the laundry room. I have to check it now.
I'm not sure if y'all heard when we first got the call together. Probably not. But he brought that up. It was...
Okay.
Uh,
The pillows decided to actually bust open my my dryer door. I was like, what the hell? Anyway, the only church where we actively bless the unholy union of science and magic. So, yeah, magic science. So, welcome. Hey, it didn't blow up the place. We're just fine. So,
Not yet.
we don't know where Moon is. He might be sleeping. Or just not being on time as per usual. He's never on time. Never knows how to wake up and like get ready on time. So. And he's got and of course he'll show up with an excuse. Well, yep, that's my bro. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, that's your bro. Doesn't know how to be on time. Exactly. Yeah. We say 2 o'clock. He's like, I'll wake up at 2 o'clock and start getting ready. No, that's not when that's supposed to happen. If you're not 10 minutes prior, you're late.
Yeah, it's 10 prior to 10 prior. Get it right.
Yeah. Like, bro, I start setting up 30 minutes before everything so that we can be on time. All right. The show starts at 2. Not we start getting ready at 2. The show starts at 2. Anyhow, I'm Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
And I'm Fenner Saurin, your Sanctus Snackos, who's
we're
been
here.
eating healthier.
Yay, healthy.
Yeah.
Pickle. What a pickle we find ourselves in. Anyway.
Pickles are snacks.
So, yeah, we've got some news to cover. We should talk about the news. I say as I don't open the actual news, I just open the wrong effing tab. Man, we've got some L's to cover. All right, guys, I am going to try and balance out the heavy news with some light news as best as possible. I did purposely try to curate the stories so that we can go from heavy topics to light topics, and I will put up like I will try to let you guys know, hey, spoiler. I will try to find a spoiler tag that I can put up. Shit, I didn't actually make a spoiler tag that I can put up on the stream. Shit, I need to find one. I need to just find a spoiler PNG real quick. Spoiler PNG. There we go. Spoilers. There we go. Spoiler alert. There we go. Spoiler alert. Yay.
Maybe that's what you and Tony can name the new podcast.
Spoiler alert? No.
Yeah.
I want to name it that. That's cringe. Open image in new tab. Save image as. It's a PNG image. Yeah. And then I just name it that. All right, cool. All right, so let's talk about the huge L that Activision and Blizzard just took. Guys, if you didn't hear, Overwatch, just the Overwatch community is aflame right now because Activision Blizzard just dumped all of the reason for the 2. Overwatch 2 just dropped the entire reason for why they even have a 2 in their name. If you did not know, well, now you know. And I'm Sister Moon. Hi, Amy. I love that you're like, I'm Sister
Amy,
Moon.
you're going to start being a co-host on here with us.
Yes, indeed. At least one of you shows up. It's a fake 2. It's taped on. Well, it's about to fall off. Duct tape ain't gonna save that too. Anyway, so yeah, ma'am. Okay, so they have officially killed off PvE. Here's my question: haven't they been working on PvE and story content for like 3 fucking years?
Working on.
What have they been working on? If they haven't been, it's been 3 years. What have they been working on?
Making themselves look good for the Microsoft acquisition and fighting so Microsoft can acquire them so they don't have to work. the European Union finally agreed to the acquisition, so that's a win for Blizzard Activision. Or Activision Blizzard, however the fuck you want to say their name. Which means Microsoft is one step closer to becoming a monopoly.
I mean, honestly, I don't think Microsoft is going to stand for this nonsense. I honestly don't see Microsoft. I don't see Microsoft letting this one go. It's like, no, over you guys. No, this is bullshit. I mean, just in just from watching, just from hearing the whispers about how their stock price is literally about to plummet off of a fucking cliff. Microsoft not going to be happy with this. Heads are going to roll.
I've been saying it for the last four-ish years, but Blizzard should stop being a game company and focus solely on making like animated movies because their animation is on top, dude.
Story is literally all they have. That's the only thing that's keeping them afloat. Their gaming shit has not been up to snuff.
The last good game they put out was StarCraft 2.
Every time they put story content in Overwatch, people gave a shit. When they put gaming content in Overwatch, nobody cared. The last time they did a major gaming update in Overwatch, it fucking hurt Overwatch. The last major gaming update they did to Overwatch did not benefit Overwatch. It had the opposite effect. Story content was the only thing that was holding Overwatch up. It was the only thing that was keeping it afloat, was the promise of story. I'm honestly, guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be real. We're honestly not going to say the same thing you haven't heard from like everybody else online. The thing that was holding Overwatch up was literally its storied cinematics. Yeah. Literally, that shit was a movie. I could sit down and watch that with my parents. I literally have shown the Overwatch cinematic trailers to my mom, and she's like, this is amazing. And I'm like, right? This is some Pixar level-ish. This is good stuff. You can't sit there and tell me that you don't have a writing team. We know you have a fucking writing team. We've seen it. You have the technology. We know it's there. We know you can do it. And you're like, oh, the gameplay's not there. No, bro, just the shit you showed us in 2019 proves that you have it. We know that you have it. You have the talent. You have the tasks. You have the technology. You have the ability. Just fucking do it. And you're like, oh, we're overworked. We can't do it. No, you can do it. You just don't have the budget because Activision isn't willing to throw money behind it. But you know who is willing to throw money behind it? Fucking Microsoft is willing to throw money behind it.
And Udana's right. Give us an Overwatch movie or TV show, which I'm certain Microsoft will fully back because that is a great way to make money.
I'm telling you right now, if you whispered into Microsoft's ear that Overwatch could become the next Arcane, they're seeing those dollar signs.
Hell, I'll bring it up to my Microsoft rep next time he's in my stores.
Like, Overwatch could become the next Arcane if you just did a TV deal. That would do it. And here's the funny thing. You wouldn't have to do the next... Yeah, I was like, Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps. You know, come on, man. I'm just saying, Castlevania was able to get a decent fucking television
Yeah.
adaptation. And people ate that shit up.
No, that's because season 1 was phenomenal.
We don't talk about the rest of it. We don't talk
Yeah.
about Bruno. No.
Still haven't seen that movie.
It's good. Encanto is actually really good because there actually is no villain. That's what makes it interesting. You're like, oh, Grandma's the villain. Oh no, she's not. No, she's not. There's no villain. It's just good. We don't talk about Bruno. No. Anyway, it's just a fucking good movie. Anyway, catchy ass songs. Lin-Manuel Miranda just does it again. First Hamilton, now Encanto. I mean, he didn't exactly miss when he did the soundtrack for Moana either. Like, Moana had a beastly soundtrack as well.
Yeah,
It wasn't as catchy as Encanto, but like it was still pretty good. I mean, he made The Rock sing, so there you go.
Never thought The Rock could sing as well as he did.
Right? Anyway, so I mean, I didn't think we were going to spend this much time bitching about Overwatch, but like here we are.
You didn't expect it, I did.
Why, man? Why? Why, man? All right. Anyway, gotta move on. All right. Not going to spend too much talking about this because I wasn't able to get through all of it. But guys, there's a lot of Oshi No Ko news to get through. We got several of them.
Oh yeah.
But there was a new behind the scenes episode. Episode 2 was about production. So guys, go and check that out on your own. We just wanted to highlight that. We're not going to spend too much time talking about it. But yeah, it was production and drawing and composition. Definitely go check that out. I still haven't watched the full thing. So please go check that out. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about it because, again, I haven't finished watching it.
It was truly awe-inspiring watching the entire video and learning how much effort that they put into it.
So definitely go check that out, especially if you're a fan of Oshi No Ko. Also, the opening theme song, Idol, the opening video, has now officially been streamed over 100 million times. Well deserved, too, because that opening kicks so much.
It's such a good song.
So good. All right. In other Oshi No Ko news. Wow. Okay. So on this one, we definitely got to chat about the English dub because the English dub has officially been cast and the announcements have been made. Now, a lot of these I don't actually recognize. Now, I'm guessing that's because this is a Sentai Filmworks one, so these are new cast members. Not really understanding these announcements as not super familiar. These are newer. I'm guessing newer people. Oh God, I'm trying to remember what I heard from. Oh God, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so I heard that Shermie was in a video game recently. Oh, that's right, Yoga. Okay, so. Oh, that's right. That's what I heard. Shermie is in the new Zelda.
Okay.
Yeah, Shermie Lee. If you're familiar, you're probably anime fans probably very familiar with her. Oh, never mind. I don't have to call you and yell at you and be like, "Hey, are you awake?" Moon is here. All right, there he is.
Yeah.
Shermie is in Tears of the Kingdom. We'll get to that in a minute, but confirmed she is Queen Sonia in Tears of the Kingdom. So found that out today. She is Asuna in Sword Art Online, Lucy in Fairy Tail, but you can also hear her as V, female V in Night City, and now confirmed Sonia in Tears of the Kingdom. But dub cast was just announced for the English dub of Oshi No Ko, and that will be coming out this Wednesday, I believe.
With
With episode
24th, right?
24th. Yes.
Yeah, that's Wednesday.
That will be this Wednesday. So they'll be doing their first episode. So that will be the 82-minute long episode 1. Jesus, that's going to be a tough one. So guys, I'm going to say go ahead and check out the dub. That's going to be really, really intense. Just from just as an actor standpoint, wow. This is shit you can only dream of doing. This is stuff you can only dream of doing as an actor. Also, I would just want to point out that the Japanese actor for Ruby was also, or for Aqua, was also Rudius. The young Rudius voice from was Japanese Rudius, little Rudius from Mushoku Tensei. I thought that was really cool. But nice. Donna Bella Litton will be I. Jack Stansbury will be Aqua. Alyssa Merrick will be Ruby. Young Ruby. And then then we have young Aqua will be Channing Moore. So Jack Stansbury will be the older Aqua. Jeremy Gee will be Goro. Okay. Then we have Savannah Menzel will be Sarina. Natalie Rial as Kana. Brandon Hernsberger as Ichigo. Christina Kelly as Miyako. And Ty Mahoney as Tiashi. And Shannon D. Reed is directing the English dub. Now, these are all pretty new voices, pretty new names to me as far as the cast and crew.
Yeah, a lot of them are just straight for Sentai. Some of them, like Christina Kelly and Ty Mahoney, I'm surprised you haven't heard of, considering they're in Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
I haven't watched the dub for that.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why. I'm sub only on that series.
I mean, I'm familiar with Ty because I watched Gate both subbed and dubbed, and I know he's Akira Tomita, I think the character's name was. Fantastic show. I enjoyed Gate, okay?
Posted what first?
Eh?
He just goes, I posted it first, and I'm like, we posted what first?
Oh, he's talking about the coffee spider.
Coffee spider? Dude, I don't care who posted what first. I was just like, I just posted in the thing because I was like, haha, that was funny. I'm not giving anybody credit on it. I'm just like, I just saw it and I was like, oh God. It was funny. All right, now we got to talk about real shit. Oh boy. Here we go. Now I posted about the I did post a link to the ANN review, but we're not going to do the ANN review. Now I have to post a link to so now I have to post image I have to post spoiler. Okay, so going to use the spoiler tag. Let me browse. Guys, here is the thing. As long as the spoiler tag is up, we will be talking spoilers for episode 6 of Oshi No Ko. Okay? The spoiler alert tag will go up. It will be somewhere around here. I'm going to put it over me. Somewhere over me. Yeah. No, you know what? I'm going to put it over here. Somewhere over the black.
Where you can actually clearly read it.
Where you can clearly see it and clearly read it. So long as this thing is up, then we are talking spoiler. Now, when I take it down, obviously we will no longer be talking about spoiler. But so long as you see it up, we will not be talking. We will be talking spoiler for episode 6 of Oshi No Ko. If you have not watched episode 6 of Oshi No Ko, please go watch it. Do yourself this favor. But
Yes.
it is very real, very heavy content, very dark, very visceral. You do need a content warning. It does deal with real subject matter. It is based on a real event that did take place in Japan in 2020. Highly encourage you to go check it out. It does come with a. It should come with a warning, but here is your one warning from us. Uh, Take this event seriously. It should come with a content warning for your mental health, because it does deal with real mental health shit, and there are comments that were used in this episode. There are comments that were used in a real situation, pulled word from word from Twitter and social media, that are very harsh and very negative. You have been warned. All right, here we go. We're talking about episode 6 now. All right, so from this point forward, we're going to assume that you've seen episode 6 of Oshi No Ko. So, you haven't watched Oshi No Ko yet. Oh, God, you need to watch Oshi No Ko. All right, so, here's the thing. Holy shit, episode 6. All right, so this went exactly as I thought it was gonna, and they did not pull punches. This went hard.
They didn't.
I was when the ending theme started playing, I thought they were gonna cut out and not show Aqua showing up. I thought they were just gonna leave everybody in suspense for a second. I was like, oh, okay, they did it. They did it. Okay, shit got real. Shit got dark. All right, go you. But they did actually show it, and all right, cool. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. It in my opinion, it definitely hit harder watching somebody or watching the anime versus the manga, because the manga you see it basically picture by picture. In the anime, it shows live in real time expressions and how the character was spiraling out of control and how they broke down at this bullying.
I think
It
anybody who's ever like responded to cyberbullying by saying, "Well, just turn off the computer or just turn off your phone," about cyberbullying, that's been their response, needs to watch this episode. It doesn't go
yes.
away just because you turn off or ignore social media. Mm-hmm. It's ever present. You go to school, what happened? That shit does not go away.
No.
You are surrounded by it, and that shit lives in your head. Yeah. You may get 1,000 pats on the back, but like those 2 negative comments just live rent free in your head. People don't understand what it's like to have negative self-image. It doesn't matter how good you are to everyone else. All you see are your worst attributes. And this like really, really highlights that. And we've seen and this episode was good at highlighting like the good sides of social media and the bad sides of social media, because there were people in the beginning, there were people that were ego surfing for like the positive stuff in the beginning, and then it was like at the end it was just a constant spiral of negativity. And on the other side, we saw what happened with the producers showed the incident, but they cut out the apology and the hug and everything because they wanted the drama. And again, guys, this is based on a real event, and I want to highlight the thing that I posted here, because I know I sent this to you guys. That this was based on a real event. Oh God.
An event that we covered in Anime Church, what, 3-4 weeks ago now?
Yeah. I know I sent like a thing to one of y'all about this.
You and I had a pretty in-depth conversation about it over Discord.
Yeah, I can't remember where I sent this to whom. Where sent this to whom? Where sent this to whom? Okay, so this arc was inspired by the story of Hana Kimura, a female professional wrestler um, who unalived herself due to the harassment online after an altercation that took place on the TV reality show Terrace House, a show where six people live together to find love. This is an excerpt from that article that talked about how the incident was staged. Producers wanted Hana to act violent towards Kobayashi and told her to slap him. She refused and settled on knocking off the hat instead. She told her family and her friends she wanted to be a professional on TV, but producers wanted her to be obnoxious and play up the heel character to help the ratings. Again, an issue with producers. If you guys don't seem to understand what's going on right now between the Actors Guild, Directors Guild, and the Writers Guild, and why the writers are currently on strike, and it looks like the actors may be going on strike next, it's because producers are hogging all the money. It's the producers and the movie studios. And the movie studios kind of are a conglomerate, and the producers are the ones that have united the movie studios. It's the producers that are the ones that are basically taking the studio's interests. The producers are the ones that handled the studio's interests. Anyway, so that's kind of the simplest way to explain that at the moment. Anyway, Kobayashi has since confirmed that the moment was staged and ultimately led to Japan passing a law that makes cyberbullying punishable by up to a year in prison. Guys, you also need to understand something, that Japan is very different from how the West is and how their entertainment is. I remember, please keep in mind from the interview that we checked over on last week with Aka Akasaka, where she talked a bit about the Japanese entertainment industry. They don't have unions over there. There's no collective bargaining. The entertainment industry is extremely different over there than it is over here in the US. You're kind of at the mercy of whatever company you land in. If they're not a big company, you're kind of screwed. Yeah. So money makes everything go around over there. It's business before show. It's not show business, it's business show, is honestly how things run over there. So, yeah. And, yeah, it's a weird system how everything works over there. It's basically unfettered, unchecked capitalism. Uh,
Producers will do anything over there to get ratings and views so they can get their next show.
yeah, it's it's diabolical how some of this goes, and this is the dark and ugly truth of how not just social media but the industry can be. And at the end of the day, I blame social media, because this is very true for how social media acts, the parasocial relationship is with entertainers. And it's also the producer's fault because they cut out uh, the resolution because it was better for ratings. They wanted to sell the drama. And that's how reality TV works. They want to sell the drama because they believe that the drama gives ratings. And it's like, that's bullshit.
And
That
unfortunately, they are not wrong.
they are not, yeah. But
More
these
people
are
tune
fucking
into the
human
drama
beings.
episodes, and yeah, they are
These,
human beings. But if anybody who enjoys a reality TV show doesn't have that in mind, they see them as, in my opinion, like caged animals at the zoo.
there are horror stories about people that have gone on to reality TV and like how it has impacted their lives. And they're like, yeah, if I'd known then what I know now, I never would have signed up for it. It was not worth it. Yeah. So unfortunately, there was not an Aqua there for Hana, and she really needed one. I will say that this is only half of a story. I can't wait for the other half. It's going to be good. Moon, you've been very quiet. Did you watch this episode?
I haven't yet.
Damn it!
It's okay. I don't mind spoilers, especially for something like this because I know shit like this happens. This shit actually terrifies me.
Yeah. It's I told you I tried to let you know, hey, this one was really, really important. You need to watch this one before Sunday. That's why I was like, hey,
I've had a rough week, so it's.
I get that, but I was trying to push this one because I was like, hey, this is the one
understand.
episode you really, really need to watch. Like, out of everything else, it's like, this is the one time. Watch it before the show. Like,
Sorry,
dang it.
Just I couldn't. I'm sorry. Just yeah.
Anyway. Well, okay. Well, the other half of it is next week we will be back for Anime Church. It's not canceled next week. I will be back. I should be set up by next week. So watch episode 7.
Well, next week I actually will not be here.
Okay,
I wanted to mention this actually at the end, but yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I will be. So yeah.
Speaking of your move, have you got? Did you raise the funds for everything you need?
Yeah, I got everything.
Okay.
I had to. Okay, so some quick side tea. Tony helped me out. Fat Tony helped me out with a thing. I had to get a new starter for my car because the starter one was dying. Yeah, they pulled it out, looked at it. We realized it was very old. It was getting corroded. It's probably the same starter that was there when the car first rolled off the assembly line. Yeah, it was really old. But yeah, so that happened. Some stuff. It was just damn. Damn. But yeah, man. That happened, and then I was able to raise money for the other half of stuff that I needed. I had to raise gas and moving expenses this week, and Wraith was able to help me with that. So thank you, Wraith. So this Saturday I am moving out, and then on Monday morning, afternoon, I should be completely moved out, and then turning in my keys. So that'll be that. Everything should be done. All that, every bit of that jazz or whatnot. Yeah, I'm just the remainder of this week is just packing up some of the small stuff. Basically, after the light novel stream on Monday, all of this is going. You will no longer see this in my background for whatever streams I'm doing for the rest of the week. All of this will be getting packed up, and then Friday night I will be whatever I do Friday night will be the last thing I do before I pack up like the rest of. I'll be shutting down my computer and then packing everything up, and that will be the night. That will be my last thing that I do before I put everything in the final totes, bomb all the electronics in the totes before going to bed. And that'll be, close the door, go to bed. That morning we'll be just finishing up the rest of whatever laundry stuff I have to do before everybody shows up. And then we start putting everything in vehicles and heading out. That's basically it. Saturday will just be putting things in vehicles, putting boxes in garages, and then bringing what little stuff I am bringing and unpacking out. And that's that. That's basically it. So that's kind of what it is. All right. Any last minute stuff about Oshi No Ko before we move on?
The next episode should hopefully be very wholesome and lighthearted.
No.
If it's going off the manga, it should definitely be a lot more wholesome than this one.
Yes, but also no. It still deals with heavy
Yeah.
shit, but it won't be light. It won't be as lighthearted, but it will perk up a little bit, but it won't be. It's still gonna have to deal with the aftermath of this. And if you thought this hurt, Hell's Paradise and Witch from Mercury definitely are not going to help you feel any better this week either.
No, I took a quick break from Hell's Paradise after this episode.
Yeah, neither of those are going to make you feel that good either. So it's like it was like everything's trying to break your heart this week. All right,
My achy breaky heart.
that's the thing that like everybody hears when I take the spoiler tag away is my achy breaky heart. All right. Jeez. All right, so safe to unmute for those who did. Yes. All right, so on to the next story. Let's talk about something a little lighter. Like I said, I was going to stagger these out between something heavy and something light. So let's talk about the fact that Tears of the Kingdom actually sold 10 million units worldwide in its first 3 days. Holy crap, right?
That doesn't surprise me, to be honest.
Yeah,
That really doesn't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's an amazing
So
fucking
for
game.
anybody new to this platform,
I'm actually gonna hold off until I go over to my move over to my brother's house before I start streaming it because I know.
Fair.
good choice.
Because I'm still doing Resi 4 right now, and now I'm saving up for Infinite Rocket Launcher because you just buy Infinite Rocket Launcher once you get New Game Plus. Infinite Rocket Launcher is not cheap though; it's 2 million.
Yes, a lot more expensive than the original.
Yeah, it's a lot more expensive, but once you get it, it's basically it's nerf for nothing.
Yes, but 10 million units does not surprise me personally. For
also, from
anybody...
what I'm hearing, it's fucking worth it, and they're already set up to release their new Switch. Please let this new Switch actually be able to do 60 FPS.
I will touch on that in a moment, Richie.
Okay.
But for anybody who's new to Anime Church, I run 2 GameStops. I work the midnight at one of them. That's beside the point. But the midnight launch at one of my 2 stores, we had 600 copies of Tears of the Kingdom. In an hour and a half, we sold 582 copies.
Sounds about right.
My other store completely sold out. They had 700 copies. They sold out within the first 45 minutes.
That sounds about right. Yep.
So, hitting 10 million in the first 3 days just does not surprise me at all.
It does not compare.
No. And then touching on the Switch, Nintendo did say that springtime next year they will be releasing another one. But they are afraid it's going to suffer the same fate as the Wii U. Or it shares the same name as the previous generation that sold super well. But, yeah.
If it is a direct upgrade and it can actually, do the 60 FPS, it could do 4K, it has a nicer screen, a longer battery life. If it has at least those 4 things, it'll sell better. It'll sell better.
Not necessarily, Moon.
I mean, I would like a replacement for my Switch. The newest Switch I got was when they upgraded the battery life, and that's it.
But still, it doesn't necessarily translate to all those increasing sales. Like the Wii versus the Wii U. Yes, the Wii U had problems, but it had freaking 720 HDMI, could play all the Wii games. The tablet was iffy, but it had a lot of upgrades that people were asking for the Wii, but it only sold like, I want to say 12 million units worldwide in its lifespan.
Mm.
But that's because it shared the same name as the Wii. If they would have labeled it as something different, as a new console instead of an improved console, odds are it would have sold better.
Okay, but what about the DS, DSi, 3DS, DSi XL, DS XL, DS Lite?
See, those can be considered completely different because they're handhelds.
The Switch is also
Switch is-
technically a handheld.
It's a handheld, but it's also a console. It's a hybrid system, so they're in completely uncharted waters. They're just afraid that the next generation of the Switch, the upgraded version, is going to suffer the same fate as the Wii U.
Says the Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, PlayStation 1, 2, 3.
Play 4.
See, Sony and Microsoft don't have
PS5.
that issue. Nintendo has historically had the issue where, say, you have the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, and then the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. The SNES did not sell nearly as well as the NES. The same thing happened with the Wii U and the Wii again. They're, historically speaking, every time they put out a new console with the same, like, actual console, not handheld, with the same name as the previous generation, it doesn't sell nearly as well.
Well, just call it the Switch Plus and move on.
Kind of worked for the DS, so.
Just saying. That doesn't necessarily mean that the track record. Also, here's my thing. They need to market the shit out of. They need to market the shit out of the improvements. That was a thing that I don't think they did well with the Wii U. Their marketing campaign for the Wii U was hot garbage.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's
focused all
another
around the
thing.
little
That is where they're like, oh, we blame it on the name. No, you blame it on your marketing. Your marketing is dog shit, Nintendo. Like, when they launched the Switch, their marketing was fucking top tier. Just now they're like, oh, we got the Switch, whatever. And it's like, okay, you have the same thing, and you're releasing this. It has the same name, and you're re-releasing this. What's different about it? You don't say what's different about it. That's why. And then you blame the fact that we didn't rename it. And it's like, no, that's not it. It's your fucking marketing for it. That's the problem. You're dog shit at marketing. And then you go, oh, well, the sales were bad because the name wasn't different. No, it's because you're dog shit at marketing. Fuck you, Nintendo. It's not us, it's you. It's bullshit. It's not because you failed at naming, it's because you fail at marketing. Fuck you, the Wii U would have been better if you just come out and said, hey, you know that wish list that you wanted for the Wii? Hey, we gave it to you. Here it fucking is! It's the Wii U! And then we've been like, holy shit! Can we turn in our Wiis and get like some money off of all this? Yes, you can! Wait a minute, what about all our Wii games? Can we play all our Wii games on the Wii U? Yes, you can! Holy shit, what a deal! If you trade in your Wiis for this Wii U, it knocks off X amount of money for the Wii U. Holy shit, let's do that! Bro, what a fucking fantastic marketing campaign that would have been. But once
If
again,
Nintendo actually took trade-ins on their consoles.
well, that's also true. But what a fantastic fucking marketing campaign that would have been. A fucking marketing campaign that would have been.
They could have with Wii U, they could have spun the U part as you, the consumer.
Yeah.
You know,
We?
something along those
You.
lines.
It's like, we are you.
There you go.
Or, well, they had we would like to play for the Wii, so it's like we want you to play.
Or
And then
or
show,
again,
like,
or
experiencing-
again, once again, we are you?
Or
And
we
they could've
want to
kept-
play with you.
Or again, once again, we could have kept with the bow thing. We are you. There you go. Done. Once again. And now we're going to switch things around with a plus. You know, just with a little bit, or switch extra. We're gonna switch things around with a little extra. It's not that fucking hard. It's not that complicated. I'm just saying,
Richie,
man, this is...
They pay people hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to come up with marketing that's shit compared to what you just said the last 5 minutes.
Literally, just give me your money, Nintendo. I'll do it for half of what you're giving people. I literally came up with a better marketing strategy. And I'm just some asshole sitting in a room. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
The echo really adds to it.
It does, yes.
I'm like Taka coming in on 4-star bento at the end of the fucking episode 42 when Cell came back at the end. I'm here, bitches. By the way, if you haven't seen that, 4-star bento just released their commentary of episode 42, and at the very end, Taka shows up. That's right, Taka's joining them on the commentary couch. From episode 43 on, it's gonna be the boys. It's gonna be Kaiser, Lanny, and Taka.
Sponsored by Heatap.
My boy. No, they're not there yet. That's the Cell Games. Don't hate the Cell player. Hate the Cell Games. Imperfect Cell has just shown up, and Taka's gonna be joining him. That's right. I don't know what happened, but apparently the anime surgery wore off. He's back in the flesh. Because that's what the VTuber model was.
Drink this guy?
You want to see me drink this guy? All right, anyway. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. It's great. Fucking campaign. I want to play it too so bad. I will be playing it soon. I've heard the story is great. I love that apparently the beginning of the game is kind of like Zelda meets Dark Souls, is what people have been telling me. That's apparently what Tony was bitching about. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Things are a little tough. Wah! Call the ambulance.
Tough.
I've had customers literally come in and show me their builds that they do in the game.
Oh my god.
One of them built a fucking Gundam.
Literally,
I love it.
dude.
No, completely
literally.
different for the videos.
No,
God.
straight up. Literally, this is how crazy it is. Literally, some of these builds have gotten so crazy, they have literally shown up on Freestyle the News with Zed Tabani.
It
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me.
Have you guys seen the Korok torture devices?
Yes!
I love those.
Some people are getting even for Breath of the Wild. So good.
Oh,
it's so
yeah.
good. By the way, you know
I
the
heard
house
that
that you build? You know the house that you build for Link in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Zelda and Link live together in that house now.
Aww.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Apparently-
I already did 2 temples though.
Apparently, if you go to the house in Hateno Village, you find out that Zelda and Link have been living there.
It's adorable.
Yeah. So yes, the two of them live together, and they have been a couple. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Zelda
Link is a lucky bastard.
Zelda apparently. All right, so the guy, the construction guy, the guy in charge. What is his name? Hudson Bosun. Yeah.
Well,
the guy,
Bolson in the original, Hudson in the new.
whatever the guy's name is that was in charge of the construction crew
For the first game or the second game?
of the first game.
Bolson.
All right, so the guy that was in charge of everybody for the first game, that was the guy that you had to pay for the house, right? Him. Not the guy that you send to Terrytown, the guy that's actually in charge of everybody in Breath of the Wild. Him. Zelda commissions him to make a school for the children. That's his final job before he goes out adventuring.
That's amazing.
Before he goes
Dude,
out.
That's a great job to end on.
Right? That's his final job in Hyrule before he goes out to other lands to go constructing. That's just like, yeah, it's great. Yeah, yeah. That's some really cool stuff. I'm like, God damn it, man. I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. I love this. All right, so we've got to move on for Zelda. All right, so the CEO of MAPPA reflects on the final performance of Chainsaw Man. So MAPPA Studios is finally admitting that they took an L with Chainsaw Man, at least on physical sales. They admitted that when it came to Chainsaw Man, they saw a really, really amazing Western streaming like the West really latched on to streaming for Chainsaw Man. The West really, really loved Chainsaw Man. At home, not so much. Digital sales were phenomenal in the West. At home, physical media tanked. Their first week, they sold 1,200 copies of Blu-rays and DVD sales.
1,700.
1,700. Sorry. Well, I thought it was 1,200. All right. Do you guys want to hear what the comparison is?
Sure.
Jujutsu Kaisen sold 92K
Jesus.
their first week, as opposed to 1,700, 92,000. That's the difference. So when I said, hey, Chainsaw Man might not get a season 2, and everybody's like, there's no fucking way Chainsaw Man's not getting a season 2. Oh, there's a strong possibility that Chainsaw Man might not get a season 2 because Japan sent a very clear message that they did not like season 1.
I mean, there were a couple petitions during season 1, even in America, from people who didn't like the animation style, wanted it changed.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
However, just going through the article, CEO Manabu Otsuka also did state that, to be perfectly honest, I wish Chainsaw Man could have reached more of the audience that pays for home video releases.
Mm-hmm. So straight out in this whole thing, he's admitting that, they took a risk and it did not pay off in the way that he was wanting. He's like, hey, guys, we took an L with this one.
But that's still considered, as far as investment goes, one could say it was a complete success. His words. It still blows my mind, though, that Studio MAPPA invested the entirety of the production costs. They didn't find anybody else to invest in it. They paid for it out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That is unheard of in the anime industry.
Guys, I see this as an absolute win. Not because MAPPA took an L. Not because of that. No. I see the anime studio funding their own project as an absolute win. That's something that I think should happen. This whole era of anime being funded by committee is bullshit, and it needs to stop happening. It really does. Guys, you should look into this more, this anime being funded by committee nonsense. That's why we're getting so much trash anime from season to season. That's why we're getting so much mid anime from season to season. Like all this. If you're wondering why we get so much trash isekai happening from season to season, so much boring mid isekai, you're like, oh my god, we're oversaturated with crap anime. Anime by committee is how it's happening, baby. That's why. There's a lot of really good anime out there, but keep in mind, anime by committee is also how we're getting a lot of good anime out there. Probably stuff like Hell's Paradise. Which, guys, Hell's Paradise is made by one of the assistants that helped bring, is one of the mangaka assistants, one of the assistants for the mangaka for Chainsaw Man. So, yeah, there you go, man. Hell's Paradise was made by one of the manga assistants for Chainsaw Man. So you never know where some crazy shit is going to get made. And Hell's Paradise, looking damn good. Damn good. The more into it we get, the crazier it is. I'm just telling you. My top 3 this season right now are Oshi No Ko, My Accidental First Friend, and Hell's Paradise right now. Those are my top 3. If I had to put a top 5 out right now, number 4 would probably go to oh my god, especially after that last episode, and we're getting a new episode tomorrow. Yes. Uh Death Mount Death Play.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. After
So
meeting
good.
after meeting the actual the fucking the fire person, whoever the actual fire person, and how that episode ended with like somebody just being set on fire and literally just some fucking kid just singing a happy song with an umbrella, just doing a fire safety song with an umbrella. And I'm like, oh my fucking god. That was such a banger way to end the episode. Oh my god. That is my number 4. Number 5. Man. Number 5. See, here's the thing. Everybody's going to expect me to name like the basic ones like Demon Slayer or like fucking or like what's the other, or Dr. Stone or something. I'm like, no, those 2 aren't on my top 5. Like, I'm not no, I can't put the obvious ones in there. Like, guys, I'm not going to add the obvious shit in there. And honestly, where Dr. Stone is at right now, no, especially not. Dude, Dr. Stone just entered the weakest part of the story in the manga for me. I am going to yawn throughout this next part of the story. Gross. And,
Have you started Hometown Hero yet?
Yes, I have. My home hero. My home hero.
Yeah, my home hero.
It's good. Not as good as I was hoping.
The science behind disposing of a body, though, checks out.
How would you know?
Science.
I know people.
Chemistry. Biochemistry, molecular biology.
Because I too have made a dude smoothie. No.
Medical biochemistry.
Just I'm just saying, man. I know people. That's all I'm saying.
So,
Gators love marshmallows.
to hide body.
Call Fenris to hide body. Yes. All right. Alligators
Taking
and
notes,
sewers.
no reason.
No reason. None. No reason.
I
All
mean, I will just say my garden is thriving.
So you believe in Ton too. Gotcha. Anyway.
I see.
Let's see. Oh, dude, Heavenly Delusion. Why didn't I think about that? Heavenly Delusion. Fucking phenomenal. I need to watch the new episode, but yeah, Heavenly Delusion's really, really good. So yeah. Dude, I don't know what's going to happen on Heavenly Delusion from week to week. Dude, spring is crazy. We got so many banger fucking anime. Also, I need to put this out there, guys. Demon Slayer, I know Demon Slayer, everybody's like hype with Demon Slayer. But like Demon Slayer is also reaching the point where it's like, we've now entered the yawn portion. We have now gotten to the point where Demon Slayer has reached the part where I'm like, oh, that's right. This is the point in the story where I was like, okay, I can stop watching Demon Slayer and let it get a few episodes in and actually get back to the good part, because we're now reaching the point where it's like, I can take a break and let it get a couple of weeks ahead and then binge through this, because it's now reaching the point where it's like, oh yeah, this is the part where I didn't care, and let it just run for a minute, let it just ride, and then just let it get to the end and then just watch it all the way through so I can just get to the good parts. This is where my ADHD brain kicked in and was like, no, wait. Let it get, because I've read it. I already know where it's going, and I'm like, all right, I've seen all the stuff that my ADHD brain was like, hey, this is the good serotonin. And now I'm like, all right, I know where things are going, and this is the boring shit now. We've entered the boring era. And I'm like, all right, cool. All the fun shit has happened. Now we're going to get to the boring parts. So many people are going to get mad at me because they're going to be like, what's boring about all this? And I'm like, we're getting to what I consider the boring parts. I'm sorry. It's just how my brain works. You don't have to agree with me, and I don't care if you don't agree with me. It's the same thing. Guys, it's the same thing with, like, I have people that are mad at me that have never watched season 2 of ReZero. I'm sorry that you don't agree with me on my thoughts on Subaru. I thought that I thought that everything else about ReZero aside from Subaru was fine. But Subaru was such a trash main character. He was so fucking terrible that he dragged the rest of the show down into the muck with him so badly that I could not stomach watching season 2. I want you to understand, the rest of the show was not bad by any stretch, but he was such a terrible main character. He was so bad as a main character that he dragged the rest of a good show down to the point that it was equal in my mind. In my mind, he dragged the show down so badly that it was equal to Smartphone. So when they announced season 2, I was mystified as to why it got a season 2, much less a season 3.
Okay, two things. One, fully agree. I got to where Rem confessed to him and he just blew her off, and that was it for me. Secondly, Udane. Yes! Problem Children Season 2. We need it.
Straight up, I don't understand. I don't understand how everybody could be riding the dick of ReZero and sit here talking all this mad shit about ReZero when Tanya the Evil has not got a second season. I just don't understand it. Tanya the Evil is a superior show. No Game No Life should have gotten a second season. There's no justice in the anime world. ReZero is the epitome of trash taste. It is a mid bullshit isekai.
Okay. I will see your freaking anime you listed and raise you Elfen Lied Season 2.
I think Elfen Lied is overhyped. The best thing that happened in Elfen Lied was the first episode, and then it was just, from that moment on, it was kind of generic.
As somebody who read the manga to the end,
Okay. I haven't read the manga, I've only seen the anime.
the ending of the anime only covers about a third of the manga.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
And
the anime that I saw, the first episode was the only really good thing that I saw from the anime, and then the rest of it was just some more generic cookie cutter nonsense.
the other parts of the manga that they didn't touch in the anime really ramp up, and it is heartbreaking.
Okay. Yeah, the anime was pretty basic in general. After the first episode, it was like, oh yeah, hey, we're gonna go hard, and then it was like, it's the same thing with Goblin Slayer. It was like, hey, we're gonna go hard, and then it was like, what happened to that? Here's my thing with Oshi No Ko. I thought that first episode was fucking phenomenal, and then it was like, okay. Then the anime was like, all right, cool, we're gonna go light, and I was like, well, we got this one really, really difficult thing coming up, and then they nailed it with episode 6, and I was like, all right, cool. We're not gonna go the Elfen Lied, or yeah, we're not gonna go the Elfen Lied way. We're staying with this dark shit. All right, good. They lulled you into the false sense of security, and then episode 6 came out, and we were like, all right, yeah. They forgot what show they were watching. Good. Yeah, all right. All right, so on to our next topic. Going back into the dark, seedy underbelly, as it were. So, police arrest a Japanese YouTuber for uploading gameplay and anime footage. So, literally, dude got arrested for piracy. And I mean, like, legit piracy. Miyagi Prefectural Police, as well as police from Miyagi Town in... You're going to have to pronounce that, because I can't like really read that. Mina
Misanriku?
Yeah. Arrested a 52-year-old man and YouTuber in Nagoya City on Wednesday on suspicion of violating the Copyright Act by allegedly uploading gameplay footage of visual novels as well as footage of anime. The Content Overseas Distribution Association, or CODA organization, noted on its own announcement of the arrest that this is the first arrest in Japan made over an upload or stream of game footage. According to the police, the suspect uploaded footage of Nitropolis,
Nitropolis.
Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace game, endearing money from the video's ad monetization. The suspect reportedly also edited and uploaded footage from the Steins Gate and Spy Family anime. That's right, I say Spy Family, not Spy X Family. When you say it like that, you sound retarded. With subtitles and narration. According to Katakawa, the rights holder for the alleged violated Nitropolis and Katakawa's guidelines, is reportedly...
You skipped a sentence.
Oh, the rights holder for Steins Gate, among others. The suspect had been uploading footage from anime since 2019. The video allegedly violated Nitropolis and Katakawa's guidelines is reportedly an almost hour-long Chikyo play, somewhat analogous to Let's Play. Videos in the English-speaking sphere video. In recent years, some Japanese YouTube users have uploaded fast content or fast movies, short videos that summarize movies or series with actual footage edited with subtitles and narration. GK puts the amount of views of Jikyo Play or Let's Play style videos as over 800 million worldwide. Jesus. There's too much of this to go over, but basically, yeah. Straight up piracy. I'm not gonna feel any remorse for this guy. Thoughts as you guys are going over this,
Just
reading up about this and learning more. I'm curious to hear what you guys' thoughts are.
I mean, it's really up to the rights holder on what they will and will not allow.
Yeah.
Like, I know Capcom, for instance, allows monetization on, like, Resident Evil and Monster Hunter just because it brings more viewers to their medium so that people actually buy their games more or watch the movies or their TV shows or, just... It's basically free advertising for them.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I can understand where other studios are like, hey, we don't want you to share any of this because it's our intellectual property.
Real quick, I'll be right back.
What about you, Moon?
I am a little confused. It sounds like this dude just let's plays and reviews. So, isn't that fair use?
That's where it gets to be a gray area. If it's just Let's Plays and reviews, yes. But if we're going off of this article here, why is it so hard to think today? Probably because of the whiskey I drank earlier. The guy was literally just basically editing and uploading episodes of anime to his channel.
I mean, hold on, let me find. Let's see. Uploading footage, not episodes, from the Steins Gate and Spy Family anime with subtitles and narration. Subtitles and narration. For one, that means he's added both. For two, it does not say specifically where the subtitles are, what they are for, and what the narration is used for. That's what makes it could be a review.
That's where the gray area is, because they also didn't specify if the subtitles are already hard-coded into the video or if he added them. Now, with the narration, it's obvious he's the one who added it because I haven't seen an anime that has a narration in it for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, if anyone does just upload, full episodes of anything, that's absolutely piracy and should not be done. But it does sound like this guy may have just been doing Let's Play videos and reviews. because like the let me reread the sentence for you that just caught my eye.
Okay.
Uploaded footage from Steins Gate and Spy Family with subtitles and narration. It doesn't specify what those subtitles are for, whether they are already on the video or anything like that. And their narration, it doesn't specify what type of narration, when
Okay.
it happens, or what happens.
Okay.
So
I thought he was uploading the
this
full
guy
episodes
actually
and
did
just
something
speeding
wrong.
them up and stuff like that.
It nowhere does it say he uploaded full episodes. It just says footage.
Okay.
Now, it does go on to where it says, fast content and fast movies. That's not talking about this one guy in particular. This one guy
Gotcha.
in particular did the Jikyo Let's Plays, and the footage, but it does not specify
But
what those videos were exactly.
true, but they also did specify that the GKO play that he put out did violate Nitropolis and Kadokawa's guidelines. And that's where I
Which
mentioned earlier that every company
fair.
has different guidelines.
Gotcha.
It looks
and
like
I would say
they just wanted it
wouldn't
under
send
a
the.
certain amount of time.
Also, here's the thing. I don't think they'd actually send police to arrest this guy if he wasn't doing some heavy violations of a multiple breaking of copyright.
Like, if it's one or two times, they can just contact him and say, "Hey, we saw your video. Please take it down. It's in violation of this under this subsection. Please refrain from the future."
Okay, let's
Or
be
taking-
real here.
or
This
taking-
is
or
on
just
YouTube.
taking-
They
Also, the YouTube thing, they just take the
Yeah.
channel down.
Yeah.
Yeah, sending cops to his house, that means he must have done some really, really fucked up shit.
Yes. But
Maybe?
as you were saying, Moon, before Richie overspoke you,
Sorry.
Well, no. What if, like, because it's reportedly an almost hour long and so on, their guidelines don't want to have more than an hour to play. Sure. Live streams go on pretty long. So it could be that he uploaded a live stream or several, which could be cause for them to overreact or even appropriately react depending on the situation, whatever. My thoughts are just open on this. I cannot say whether this guy did it 100% good or 100% bad, but the writing of that whole paragraph, it does point to one thing or another.
Well, I mean, it could be whoever wrote this at fault for not accurately explaining what the fuck was going on. Yeah.
Very well could be.
I honestly don't see like the cops coming in and raiding this dude's house over something so minor.
I would hope not.
Yeah. I
Hope
just
not.
don't send them actually seeing the police over something so like inconsequential, cuz honestly, taking the dude's YouTube down and like sending them after his livelihood would be more of a step before sending the actual cops. Also, how many YouTube channels has this guy had where he's most likely done this kind of stuff?
It does not say.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's a lot more information that we're not getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of context here that we just don't have. And
Yeah.
I know I'm like very anti-piracy, so I'm quick to jump on the like go get this guy, kind of bandwagon. So I'm very hardcore on my stance. But even I'm like
Fair.
I'm also starting to come around on certain things because I understand like my take is very like rigid on certain things. But it is what it is. I still am very pro support the industry.
Mm.
But yeah, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like the industry itself is like 100% fair. I mean, look at how I came down on Kodansha last week on Manga, and it's stupid
Right.
pricing. Like, come on, when the industry fucks up, I'll be the first one to call it out. Like, hey, some of you may have to pirate your manga because Kodansha's stupid. So I can't sit there and pretend like they're not retarded. Alrighty, I wanted to talk about this next one because it just seemed kind of interesting. Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero anime reveals July premiere. the staff for the television anime of Totu's level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero manga revealed on Thursday that the anime will premiere in July. High Dive will stream the anime and it airs in Japan. Just another reason to keep my High Dive subscription. Keisuke Inoue, who did My Next Life as a Villainess, All Roots Lead to Doom, both seasons, and Ao-chan Can't Study, is directing the anime, as studios Silverlink and Blade, who did Legend of Lustrous and The Promised Neverland, Shadow's House, is overseeing the
You
series.
skipped a name.
Oh, wait, what? Legend of Lustrous.
Toho Ono, Land of the Illustrious, The Promised Neverland, Shadow's House, is overseeing the series. And Yoshihiro Watanabe,
Okay.
Iwa Kakeru, Sport Climbing Girls, The Sister New Devil. Yeah, I'll let you continue.
No, keep going. Keep going.
You're almost done.
Is designing the characters. RON, Fulikuli, alternative, The Slime Diaries, Kuroko's Basketball, is composing the music.
I like that. Slime Diaries and Kuroko no Basket. Nice.
Yes.
If you have not heard Kuroko no Basket soundtrack, the OST is fire. The anime stars Yuichi. I don't know most of these people. To be fair, I don't keep up with a lot of the voice actors, both Japanese and English anymore, so it is. And I don't keep up with a lot of the people singing the openings and endings because I don't pay attention to the openings and endings much anymore, which is hilarious because like we were talking about the openings and endings for Oshi No Ko.
Oshi No Ko.
And it's like that's probably one of the few where I actually pay attention to them. But I like this image from the freaking thing over here. From like, I'm guessing the level 1 Demon Lord is the small one.
Probably.
Possibly?
Yeah.
It would make
I
sense
just
that
know I
the
like
one,
the tall one.
the tall one with glasses, is probably the assistant.
Is the hero the one in the closet, or is it the guy?
I
Just
really-
sitting on the...
I really hope it's the one in the closet.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice there was someone in the closet until just now. Oh, that's great.
All right. I'm not.
When do you
on
think
this
he's gonna
one-
come out?
On this next one, I'm not going to be as hard-lined as I saw some people being on it. So Shonen Jump Plus editors co-develop AI tool for manga writing. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, oh boy, here we go again. But as I read into it, I realized, okay, it's an AI tool, not AI taking jobs. And some people immediately see AI and they're like, oh Lord, they're taking jobs. And I was like, oh boy, they're taking on manga jobs. No, actually what this is Chat GPT related, but this is a tool that is used to assist mangaka with creating titles and shortening.
Did you get in here?
shortening speech to fit word bubbles and things like that. Killing a bug. A spitter.
No. Fucking giant ass womp.
Womp womp. Anyway, so it's literally a tool to help manga creators with writing in manga, basically. And we hope it works out. We will see. It's not meant to take jobs away from writers or anything like that. It's for mangaka who don't have writers. This has been apparently an issue in the industry, and it is meant to lessen the burden on mangaka and help them out with their deadlines, because this has been an issue with mangaka, and helping ease the burden on some editors and stuff, and making the job of many of the editors and the mangaka a bit easier, and taking some of the stress off of the mangaka as well. So
Okay.
this is to help solve a problem in the industry that has been getting that has been popping up more and more frequently as of late, because many mangaka are artists first and foremost and not necessarily writers. They can tell a story, but they're not exactly novelists, you know. So that's the best way to describe it. It's a tool. It's literally just another tool in the toolbox, guys. It's not meant to take a job away from a writer. There will still be writer and artist duos that probably won't need this tool. But it's a tool that is there in case they need it, not a tool that's being forced on anybody. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to use it, and they're not using it to take jobs away from writers.
It's dead. I need to go get a paper towel.
He killed a wasp.
Ah.
A big wasp!
It was
I
the
mean,
size,
if it enhances the manga, by all
Yeah.
means, use it.
it was the size
but-
of a Tonka truck, apparently.
That's a big ass wasp.
Yeah. All right. And
That's
finally,
that's a 12 gauge wasp.
finally, I clicked on this one because I saw Iron Mouse in the picture. Well, some art of Iron Mouse in the picture. Exclusive. Pixiv announces 4th annual Draw Fest event for June 10th through June 17th.
That's the 10th and the 17th.
10th and the 17th. Sorry.
Yep.
Thought it was through the 17th.
Yep. Attention to all artists. Pixiv announced on Thursday that will host its 4th annual Drawfest event on June 10th and June 17th. The online drawing festival hosts live streaming workshops and lectures in Japanese and English. This year will feature Chinese and Korean language support for the first time. The event will feature lectures from Kawaii Sensei, the multimedia artist, Omocat, the art director of the Omori RPG. Fantastic game. And the popular illustrator Ogapote. The event is expected to attract more than 10,000 participants from around the world. The highlights are as follows. A lecture from Omocat about the production process of Omori from the initial idea to the final release. A class by Kawaii Sensei focusing on composition and figure drawing. A live drawing of the Fee Shoujo virtual YouTuber Iron Mouse, where artist Ogapote details tips for using light, shadow, special effects, and anime-style coloring effects. The Draw illustration contest will start from Thursday, June 1st. When does it end? Prizes include a Wacom 1 creative pen display and other prizes provided by co-organizer Wacom and the various lecturers. The artist lectures will take place on Study Day on June 10th from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Japanese Standard Time, June 9th, 8 p.m. to June 10th, 1:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. There will be a Q&A session at the end of each program. Feedback Day will take place the next weekend on Saturday, June 17th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Japanese Standard Time, June 16th to 8 p.m. to June 17th, 12 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. On Feedback Day, the lecturer will comment and give advice on artwork posted to Pixiv that was inspired by the program. To join Drawfest 4, participants must register in advance. Applicants will receive an exclusive Drawfest 4 digital art book by the creative group Triple S, as well as 3 free months on Pixiv Premium. Registration will close on Friday, June 16th, or potentially earlier if the event reaches full capacity. The Pixiv website was founded in September 2007 and now boasts 90 million users and more than 3 billion monthly page views. Holy shit.
It's a shame they're promoting AI art.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pixiv also runs the Fanbox crowdfunding platform, the e-commerce website Booth, and the 3D character maker Vroid. I can't say much. I've actually tried my hand at Vroid. It is not user-friendly. More than 300 characters posted their first ever works to Pixiv during Drawfest 3. Takahito Kato, Pixiv's vice president of Creators Platform Department, noted that 52% of participants or located outside of Japan.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, 52%. That's a lot. Alrighty. Well, there we are. And our last bit of news is Fat Dog related news. I saved it for the end this time. All right, so shortly after this, I have a conversation with Calvin. We're going to be talking about slime stuff, specifically Slime 9 related content. Tuesday, I will be talking with Fel about Slime 2, Slime Season 2 stuff, and that afternoon. And then that evening, we will have a gathering of the minds to talk about Konosuba stuff. Yes, we're finally talking Konosuba. Yes. So, we have that coming up. We've got several things up in the works. We will be working on scripting Konosuba stuff, and Fel and I will be working on gathering together some more people to start helping us, at least trying to figure out and find one or two people that are willing to work with us on Slime Season 2. Specifically about that. But whoever we grab up, we're going to have to make them do a very in-depth course of Log Horizon, and then they will have to like really get into slime, not just the anime but the manga, the light novels, because we're gonna have to like really delve into slime, because we're gonna take slime very, very seriously, and then we're gonna have to reach out to some people, see how decently we can reach out to some people before we really delve into writing for Season 2, because Season 2 we're gonna have to fund some stuff, and then I have to have some awkward turtle conversations with Tony about finances, because it's like, hey, we need to reach out to this person, and that means we might have to reach out to this organization if they say yes. So, because this means we might actually have to write a contract up. Fat Dog might have to have a contract with this person if they say yes. But it'd be really cool if they say yes.
It would be. Because I finally figured out what was, yeah.
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 Can't say who, but like, here's a hint. Yeah. That's all the hints you'll get from me. Yeah. It's totally a 2.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it's totally a 2.
Definitely.
Slime 2. Yeah, that's all. Slime 2.
No, it's Solix from Homestuck.
Yes, that's totally who it is. Has nothing to do with Hell of a Boss. No.
Oh, yes. Nothing.
Yes, nothing. Now they don't know if that's real or a lie. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So anyway, that stuff is the Fat Dog stuff we're working on. Like I said, I've got a conversation with Calvin today. We're going to figure out the stuff. We're going to start scheduling times to get people recorded singing. That's going to be fun. Hoping to get some of that stuff done soon. I have actually recorded a singing thing recently for a different thing. That has to do with Slime Season 2 while I had the chance to test some stuff and make sure. So we've already got the new opening sung, or at least the bass thing for what the new opening is going to be for Slime 2. That's right. We have a new opening coming for Slime Season 2. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
So, yeah, we'll get that work done, figured out, all that good stuff. And, yeah, we'll have all that rocking, rolling, and ready to go. And eventually we'll get some Slime Season 2 stuff out to you when that is ready and good to get funded. But as always, we need your support for that stuff, because Slime Season 2 requires your financial support. So if we have to fund it bit by bit to get it all done, then that's how it will be. And then if that's how it's going to be, that's how it's going to be. It's like, hey guys, we need to get these people to record this month. So we need your financial support. So if that's how we got to do it, then we will fundraise for it on Fat Dog or on our own individual stuff. But we're going to start putting stuff out there. We're going to start doing podcasty stuff. If I do podcasty stuff, it's going to be up on Fat Dog, and we're going to have donation incentives for raising money for slime if we fucking have to. I will get this shit done. If you want Slime Season 2, great. You're going to have to help us pay for it. And guys, here's the thing. If you want to help us with that stuff without having to pay for it, come watch the hell out of our shit, because the more people that watch it, the more people that you send to come watch it, the more views it gets, the more attention it gets, the easier that makes it where we can get sponsors. And if our videos get sponsored, that makes it easier for us to have to stop demanding Patreon support from you guys. Though, to be fair, we still would greatly appreciate your Patreon support. Sponsored videos definitely help, but trust us when we say sponsorships only carry you so far to your goal. Patreon still really, really helps. So do your thing. It's only $1 a month. Please help us. Patreon. Guys, everybody's like, oh, but credit card. You don't have to have a credit card. Debit card works just as fine. Also, if you do the digital thing, what is it? Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all those things, those work with Patreon as well. Whatever it is that you're doing. God, I sound old. If you use the TikTok.
And if you don't support any of those or don't feel like it, prepaid debit cards work as well.
Yeah, prepaid debit cards also work. Those work just fine as well. So there's no shame if you want to use those. So it's all cool. Just dude, if you're using prepaid stuff for things like Fortnite or your music, those also can work for PayPal. So yeah, you can do that. And it's just $1 a month to support your favorite creators. It doesn't just happen to be us. But we would appreciate it if you want to support us too. That's basically it. I just wanted to save the Fat Dog stuff for towards the end. I don't know all the stuff that Tony's working on. I'm going to ask him to start giving me a list so I can plug that stuff on Sundays as well. But wanted to make sure to give you that. But thank you guys for coming to Anime Church, the only church where you can be Satan's little pog champ. And
we need to have that picture. Oh, because you remember I took a picture of that.
Yes, I do.
guy and-
Yes, I do.
We need to put that picture up for that shit.
Yeah. Or you could be Satan's little pog champ. And also, where we bless the unholy alliance of science and magic. The unholy union of science and magic. Mm-hmm. And again, where not only is cosplay is God damn it. Accepted.
But it's recommended.
Exactly, there it is. Not only is cosplay accepted, but it is highly encouraged. But I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
And I'm Fenrir Sarun, your Sanctus Snacos.
And this has been Anime Church. Thank you for showing up. And bye-bye for now.
Bye.